What if I told you the most powerful tool for building and preserving muscle after age 60 isn't in a pricey supplement or protein shake, but sitting quietly on your pantry shelf, overlooked and barely $2 a bag? What if everything you believed about protein, how much you need, where it should come from, and what's best for your aging body, was built on half-truths and outdated ideas? And what if I showed you that by adding just one humble food to your diet, you could protect your independence, boost your energy, and regain the strength you thought was fading for good? That food? Beans. Yes, beans. Not the latest wellness trend, not a miracle powder, just plain, inexpensive, nutrient-dense legumes. And what you're about to learn might just change how you eat for the rest of your life. New scientific studies from top universities are shaking up the nutrition world, and for good reason. They're revealing that beans are not only a rich source of plant-based protein, but they are also incredibly effective in maintaining lean muscle in older adults. In fact, they perform just as well as high-end protein supplements at a fraction of the cost. For millions of people over 60, this is a game changer. The real secret isn't about chasing the best protein. It's about understanding how your body changes as you age and knowing how to feed it with smarter, not more expensive, choices. That's more than most cuts of chicken or beef. Lentils provide nearly 18 grams per cup. These are powerful, muscle-building meals hiding in plain sight. Latin America, India, the Mediterranean, all have traditional dishes that pair legumes with grains. Each cup delivers a host of nutrients your body desperately needs as it ages, nutrients many older adults are unknowingly missing. Magnesium to help your muscles contract properly, folate to support protein metabolism, and antioxidants, like anthocyanins in black beans, that defend against muscle damage caused by oxidative stress. These weren't just recipes. They were nutritional strategies rooted in real-world wisdom. Scientists call it anabolic resistance. And everyday staples like kidney beans, black beans, and chickpeas clock in around 15 grams. But simple techniques like soaking, rinsing, and pressure cooking beans can reduce compounds that cause gas and bloating by up to 90%. With the right preparation, beans become easy to digest and incredibly efficient for muscle support. But the truth is far more exciting and far more empowering. In 2023, a major review of over 800 older adults across 13 clinical trials found that those who consumed more plant protein maintained or gained muscle just as effectively as those eating animal protein. You've probably heard all the myths, that only meat builds muscle, or that plant proteins are somehow weaker, less complete. Meanwhile, grains like rice have the opposite profile. When combined, like rice and beans, or lentils and quinoa, they create a complete amino acid chain that rivals any piece of meat. One study showed that older vegetarians who consumed just 18 grams of mung bean protein daily for 8 weeks gained significant lean mass and strength without even exercising. And quality of the protein in beans can completely compensate, especially when you hit your daily target consistently. An ability to live independently, even into your 80s and 90s. That's totally doable with a bean-forward diet. And it's vastly more affordable than relying on meat or supplements. Let's start with the numbers. Some shine brighter because of their protein content, nutrient density, and how easily they fit into your lifestyle. Instead of 20 grams per meal, you may need 30 to 40 grams. And more of a specific amino acid called leucine, the on switch for muscle protein synthesis. A single cup of cooked soybeans contains 31 grams of complete protein. This isn't just nutritional trivia. That's right, complete. They contain all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair muscle. Black beans stand out for their antioxidant content. Those dark pigments aren't just pretty. They actively protect your muscles from inflammation and stress. You can steam them in minutes, sprinkle a bit of salt, and enjoy them as a high-protein snack or toss them into salads and stir-fries. For anyone who prefers warm, easy-to-digest meals, a bowl of split pea soup is one of the best ways to nourish your muscles without taxing your digestion. Mash them into hummus. Toss them into salads. Add them to rice dishes. Roast them for a crunchy snack. A 1-pound bag of dried beans costs between $1 and $2. That bag makes 12 to 13 servings of high-protein food. Compare that to chicken or beef, which can cost 10 times more for the same amount of protein. They're the gateway bean for anyone easing into a more plant-focused routine. Easy, affordable, Incredibly effective. They also deliver more leucine than most other plant foods, making them a powerhouse for older adults. And the savings aren't just in dollars, they're in time and energy, too. Then eat again within 2 hours after activity to optimize muscle recovery. Even light resistance training, using bands, body weight, or soup cans, combined with strategic protein intake has been shown to significantly improve strength, coordination, and balance in older adults. And if you've been told plant proteins are incomplete, here's what you need to know. Most beans are rich in lysine, but slightly lower in methionine. Eating beans alongside peppers, tomatoes, or citrus fruits can dramatically boost your iron absorption, up to 3 times more. Within 6 months, she dropped 14 pounds of abdominal fat, gained noticeable muscle, and said she had more energy than she'd had in years. Within 12 weeks, they gained over 3 pounds of lean mass and improved their walking speed. The control group, who stuck to a standard diet, saw continued decline. She even started gardening again, without back pain. Here's how to make beans more gut-friendly. Fill 1/4 of your plate with beans or lentils, 1/4 with a whole grain like brown rice, quinoa, or bulgur, and the other half with colorful vegetables. This combination naturally gives you a full amino acid profile, supports your digestive system, and nourishes your muscles from every angle. But beans digest slowly, releasing amino acids steadily over several hours, perfectly matching your body's slower muscle-building rhythm. Cultures around the world have known this for generations. Choose low-sodium varieties. And don't discard the liquid. They call it aquafaba, and it's rich in protein too. Red lentils are especially good if you have dental concerns or prefer a softer texture. They break down into a creamy consistency that's perfect for soups and stews. This simple process boosts protein availability, improves digestion, and reduces cooking time. Your body will adapt in about 2 to 3 weeks. Cook a big batch once a week, freeze in small containers, or even in ice cube trays, and you've got ready-to-use, high-protein food at your fingertips. But what makes beans especially valuable after 60 isn't just their protein content. We're talking about fiber to fuel your gut and reduce inflammation. Concerned about digestibility? That's a fair question. Here's something most doctors never mention. Once you hit your 50s, your body becomes less responsive to protein's muscle-building effects. This means your muscles need more protein to get the same response they did when you were younger. Guess what? While beans contain slightly less leucine per serving than meat, the total volume, a 154-pound adult, about 70 kilograms, should aim for 84 to 112 grams of protein a day to support strength and prevent decline. Timing also matters more as we age. Your body doesn't absorb and use protein as quickly as it once did. Even more convincing? When resistance training was added to the mix, even just lightweight or bodyweight movements, the results were even more impressive. And this isn't just theory. Real people, real results. Others in long-term care facilities who added 30 grams of soy protein daily saw increases in walking speed, arm and leg muscle mass, and overall mobility. Let's pause here. This means that by simply including beans, foods that cost a fraction of meat, you could dramatically improve your muscle health, strength, and rediscover just how powerful simple food can be when you use it wisely. And we're not even done. Now that you know the science, let's talk strategy. Not all beans are created equal when it comes to building muscle. At the top of the list, soybeans. 1 cup of cooked soybeans packs over 31 grams of complete protein. Don't know how to use them? Try frozen edamame. Next on the list, lentils. They cook quickly, offer a smooth texture, and provide over 16 grams of protein per cup. 1 cup of lentils offers around 18 grams of protein, cooks in just 20 to 30 minutes, and requires no soaking. Then there are the everyday classics, black beans, kidney beans, chickpeas. Each delivers roughly 15 grams of protein per cup. Chickpeas may be slightly lower in protein, but they win the gold medal for versatility. Split peas deserve an honorable mention, too. Now let's talk economics. Beans are not just nutritional gold, they're a financial lifeline. For seniors on a fixed income, beans offer a way to eat well without cutting into essential expenses. But how do you actually build your meals around beans? Start with the plate method. Add in healthy fats, like olive oil or avocado, to support absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. And don't forget vitamin C. And here's a trick to take it to the next level: timing. Eat your bean-based meal 2 to 3 hours before exercise, and you'll have sustained energy and a full spectrum of amino acids ready to fuel your workout. Residents aged 85 and up were given 30 grams of soy protein daily. You don't need to lift heavy weights. Let's look at what this can look like in real life. Meet Beverly, 80 years old. She transitioned to a bean-rich, plant-forward diet, not because of illness, but simply because she wanted to stay strong and independent. Or take the data from long-term care centers. A massive study in China tracked nearly 5,000 seniors and found that those who ate the most plant protein had higher overall muscle mass, while those who ate more animal protein showed no measurable benefit in that area. The results are clear. When plant protein is consumed intentionally and consistently, it works. Still worried about digestion? Soak them overnight with a small amount of baking soda to reduce gas-producing compounds. Rinse them thoroughly before cooking. Use a pressure cooker, which breaks down harder-to-digest fibers while preserving nutrients. Add digestion-friendly spices like cumin, ginger, turmeric, or bay leaves during cooking. Start small, just a few tablespoons a day, and increase gradually. Even canned beans are a good option when time or energy is low. Want to get even more from your beans? Try sprouting. Soak beans, drain, and rinse them twice daily until little tails appear. If you have a pressure cooker, you're already set up for success. Build your habits gradually. Week 1, add a quarter cup of lentils to soup. Week 2, add half a cup of beans to dinner. Week 3, try beans for breakfast, white bean spread on toast, or black beans in your morning eggs. Week 4, build a complete bean-based meal once per day. Within a month, you'll likely feel stronger, more energetic, and more stable on your feet. Here's what's most important to remember. Beans aren't just an affordable alternative to meat. They're a superior solution for longevity, mobility, and overall health. Cook your beans. Reclaim your strength. Rebuild your body. They reduce inflammation, support heart health, improve blood sugar control, and feed the friendly gut bacteria that influence everything from digestion to muscle maintenance. They are nature's perfect package of nutrients for older adults. You don't need expensive powders. You don't need perfect teeth. You don't need to count every gram. You just need to eat beans. Often, consistently, with joy. So, are you ready to make the most important change to your nutrition this year? Open that pantry, because the path to aging strong doesn't come from a pill. It comes from your plate.